use it?
Tập trung vào cái hiện tại.
Rồi tự nhiên nó mất luôn, không hiểu vì sao.
Để em tập trung vào.
Is it live?
Có như vậy.
Okay. It's okay? Everyone? Okay, sorry about that, guys. Xin lỗi nhá. Let's start. Pick back up here. Burn. R, before you say anything. Burn. What about burglar? Burglar. Burglar. Or Thursday. Thursday. What about this sound? So you'll have to think about two things. The sound and also the earth. Earth. Okay, earth. Right? How is this sound? Can you do it? This one might take a little bit of practice. This will probably be the most difficult sound that you use. Okay, but just one thing I want to mention about this before we move on is that sometimes, so this word burn in IPA would be written like this. Okay, so they'll have these symbols like this because it's an R, but sometimes you might see this, like that, burn. Both are the same thing. Okay, so sometimes IPA might change just a little bit if you look in different places, different dictionaries. Okay, just so you know, it's the same exact thing. Okay, get rid of that. All right, what's next? What's next? Aw. Okay, so for example, if you see a little baby and the baby is sleeping right next to a little cute little puppy like this big and they're real small, you might go, aw, so cute, right? Aw. That's this sound. This sound is aw. So your lips should be very open and very round. Aw. But it's not O, okay, so don't go O. Give it an aw, very wide sound. Your tongue should drop, okay? Drop your tongue. So here are some example words. Saw, saw, okay? This word, this sound should be easy for Vietnamese speakers. You have this sound in Vietnamese, like when you say saw sang, might not be 100%, but it's close enough. If you say this word, saw, like you're saying saw sang, compare, you should get the same sound. It will sound natural to native speakers. What about this? Talk. Give this a very strong k at the end. Talk. Or this sound, aw, after you have an R sound, the R sound is so strong that it changes the shape, the sound of this vowel. So this is short. Okay? So, here are some more words. A lot of words in English with this sound. A lot of words. Okay, so let's pick a couple. What about this? Small. What about launch? Or daughter. Or awkward. Some people say awkward. I say awkward, but probably should be awkward. But it feels awkward to say this word, awkward. It's a little uncomfortable. How about this? Morning. So now it's not so much aw, but more, or morning. In tiếng Anh, English, UK English, this would be like morning, ma. They wouldn't pronounce the R sound very strong like Americans do. So this would be morning. So you would get that aw sound if you ba, chu, ra, right? What about course? Course. Or sword. Or floor. Floor. Right? How is that? Is this a difficult sound? How are you guys doing? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, remember, after the live stream, try to record yourself pronouncing all of these sounds. So maybe pick a few words from every single IPA character and try to record yourself saying those words. Okay, and then listen back to it. Do you sound the way I did? Do you sound natural? If not, change the shape of your mouth. Try again, okay? And maybe watch that part of the video again. All right? Let's move on. Here is my favorite sound, because this is the most American of sounds. Most American of sounds. This sound is ah, ah. British people do not pronounce this sound very, very strongly like Americans do. So in America, it's a very nasally sound. It sounds like it's coming from your nose, like So if I go like this, this is a nasally sound, So let's look at some examples. Cat. Okay. So again, remember the t thing. We don't say t, not cat, but just cat. Give it a little cat, It's like a zonat sound. So if you can say uh-oh, that sound, that is what you want happening when you say the t sound. Cat. And you're going to pause right there. Hand, map. Okay, not too many different ways to pronounce this. It's always going to be an sound with an A. Cat, black, tan, map, fan, dam, Alright, how is this one? Okay, so to make this sound, it's going to help to widen your lips. Okay, so black. I'm smiling. It's very It's wide in my mouth. My tongue is kind of strong, and it comes to the back of my throat. Black. Can you do it? How is this one? Is it difficult? What do they say? How is it, guys? Okay, Gonze, should we move on? Okay. Let's take a look at this sound. We saw it already. Okay, so all I'm going to say about this sound is that it's stressed. This is the stressed version of the schwa. The stressed version of the schwa. Right, so here are a couple examples. Cut. Okay, so we don't use a schwa here because this word is one syllable. So if it's one syllable, of course that syllable is stressed. Okay, what about some or money? Okay, so it's not money, it's money. Ma is strong. Okay, so some different ways that we can spell this sound. Okay. Duck. What about honey, or rough, enough, or flood. Okay. So we basically covered this sound already, so let's not waste too much time. Is everyone okay with this?
Yeah.
This one should be okay. Okay, what about this one? Okay, this one is a little bit strange for me as an American speaker. I would rather write the ah sound as in father. This is kind of a little bit like aw. I don't know. It sounds a little bit different to me. So I don't really like this one. I like using the A that looks like this. But the sound is the same. Okay, so no matter what character you use for this sound, the sound is the same. Fa, father. Fa, ah, father. Okay, so don't forget this sound. Okay, start. So again, the R in American English changes the shape. It's not start. So this might be a British pronunciation. Did you start your homework yet? Did you start your homework yet? Did you start yet, Mai Phương? Did you start yet? Okay? But in American English, the R sound really just, you know, captures this ah sound and just kind of smashes it down. R, start. Okay? Here are some different ways. This is clerk. This wouldn't be an ah sound. But arm, scarce, I don't know about that, but maybe half would be eh. But see, this is my pronunciation in American English is a little bit different than British pronunciation. So in British pronunciation, these words would be ba, sta, ham, cot, chum, skas, maybe ska. I don't know that one. British people, not sure. But for me, the words with the ah sound would be father, heart. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Star, harm, cart. Okay, so those all have ah inside them. Ah. Right. What do we have next? Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay. Again, for me, this is a little bit strange because I wouldn't pronounce this as dog, right? Or dog. This is aw for me. So like coffee. Okay. So same here. It's not coffee, but I say coffee. It's coffee, but depends on your dialect. Okay. So American English, it's a little bit different. So just be aware that it's not wrong. It's just different. Okay. Dog. So I pronounce this as dog, but this would be dog, cost, coffee. I don't like that. Hot rock, clock, doctor, document, opposite. So these words don't have this all sound for me. So this is a little bit strange for an American. Okay? But it's not a very difficult sound, so depending on if you're following my accent or a British accent, might be a little bit different. All right? You guys okay with this sound? Any words difficult? Anything? Come over here. Anyway. I'm moving out of the camera so I can pick at my nose a little bit. Alright. Should we do this practice? I don't know. Do they have any questions first? Do you want to take a break for a little bit? See if they have any questions. I feel like that's more for like entrance exam stuff. Let me see, what does this look like? Yeah, so this is, if you want to practice something like this, this is like the entrance exam when you're about to leave high school. So if you take a look at each of these words, IPA can help you a lot about understanding why, for example, C is the correct answer here. Why is C the correct answer? Well, if you know these words, you should be able to sound them out and go, enough, brother, much, and then you say, sh, it's different, sugar. Okay, so we circle this one because the sound that's underlined in the word is different from the others. So, how do you guys feel about these? Can you do this? If you have difficulty with this, my advice is to practice first, find out what the correct answers are, and then look up the correct answer and compare it with one of the wrong answers in the dictionary. Look at the IPA. The vowel sound is going to be different between the two words, between the correct word and between the incorrect word. So, do you have any questions about any of these words? Any questions, guys? Questions?
They got some problems with the American sound.
American sound, R?
R.
Like the letter 3, right? That sound?
Yeah.
Er.
Not this one. This
At. Oh, at. Yeah, at. Okay. Let me think. What can we do?
Family.
Yeah, family. Or what about my name? My name has it. My name, Bran. Okay? So in Vietnam, when people ask me my name, I say, tên là Minh Quân. Bởi vì Bran không muốn nói Brandon. Bởi vì bình thường, người Việt nói Brandon. Okay? Done. I don't want to be done. Okay? So just call me Minh Quân. Or you can call me Bran. So to say this Bran, let's look at it in IPA, because this is a perfect example. It has this A sound. Probably what you're not doing is opening your lips enough. If I move my tongue and I have my lips open like this, I can still make the A sound. Cat, So cat or Bran cat. This is a nickname. So Bran cat would be this. Bran cat. Okay? So the stress would be on Bran. Okay, and it has it 2 times. So Bran cat. Bran. So widen your lips. And your tongue should raise up to the back of your throat. It'd be very strong. So that's how I make the sound. Is it any better, guys? This might be something that you have to practice too. There are a lot of sounds in Vietnamese in the beginning I could not pronounce. So for example, Phương, right? In her name, Phương, yeah, I would probably say Phuong, or Phuong. Okay? Because the sound, I couldn't make that for a long time. And I still kind of look stupid when I say this. I'm like, hi, Phuong, I go ooh. Okay? I can't say it unless I do this. So I had to practice this sound many, many days. It took me a long time before I could say it. So this sound, you might just have to work at it. Maybe every day, just as you're driving, okay? Maybe just go as you're on your biking. Okay, so as you're driving down the street, just practice this. And, nếu mọi người thấy bạn nghĩ là bạn bị điên thì không sao, okay? Don't worry about other people if you're just practice, okay? Just take some time.
What about wash and quarrel?
Wash? Like the word wash, like zua, like wash. So for me, I would pronounce it like this. This word is wash. So I would say this as wa, is this aw sound. Some people might say wash, that like that, like this sound. Okay, some people might put that there, wash. I say wash. What was the other word? Quarrel. Why don't you just say fight, make it easy. Como I know, I quarrel. Okay, but let's look at it. Quarrel. Quarrel. Where's the R? Is it quarrel or is it quarrel? It has to be attached to this because that R sound is so strong. Quarrel.
Yeah, quarrel.
Something like that. Look good? Yeah. That's a word. That's weird. Are you testing me to see if I really know IPA or not? Are you testing me? Your. All right. Well, which your are you talking about? This is a homophone, right? This is a homophone. We have your. We have your. Do we have another one? No. We have your and your. So one of these, your. This is always pronounced differently than your. Because this. Did I talk about function words and content words? I did, didn't I? Yeah. All right, so this is perfect. So your, yeah, that was the last lesson, right? This word, your, okay? Is this a content word or is it a function word? Did you see the last lesson? Okay. If not, I will help you cheat. I will give you the answer. Your is a function word. So if you remember from the last lesson, function words do not receive stress. So they are squished together, they are shortened, they are zam, which is reduced. They're reduced. So when we say this word, or even this word, okay, and this is are is an auxiliary verb, so are is also not stressed. So you and are together, no stress. So your and your becomes your. Okay? So for example, in a question, if I ask you, what color is your hair? What color is your hair? What color is your hair? I'm not saying, what color is your hair? If I do that, I sound like a robot, right? You don't want to do that. You want to reduce this word because it's not very, very important to the meaning of the sentence. If somebody's asking you a question, they're looking at you, and you say color, hair, or maybe this isn't a good question to ask somebody face to face because you can see the color of their hair, but somebody knows that you're talking about them, so they don't need to hear your very strong. So we reduce it, not your, but your. What color is your hair? What color is your hair? Okay. How is that? What other questions do you guys have? What can I help you with?
I still have some confusion with the S.
Yeah?
Yeah. And some students say like in American English you prefer to use like family, exam.
Family.
An exam.
Yeah, okay, it's
British
not...
English. Maybe,
From British English?
Yeah, maybe more.
It's
sound.
stronger, yeah. I mean, there are, okay, so in Britain, there isn't just one British English. Okay, so that's something that you guys should know. There's not just American English and British English. There is so many, like, different, American English, you have a Boston accent, you have a Southern accent, you have West Coast, East Coast. In Britain, you have, different social classes. Very rich people might say, oh, did you come to my party last week? They might speak like that. And then you have people who are just normal people, and they might say, oh, did you come to my party last week? So it's different accents. Okay, so I don't know exactly it is similar to British English, some dialects of British English. I have a friend here who actually says family pretty close to the way I say family. So yeah, it's very similar, but the American one is very strong. Okay? That's the only difference, really. It's just strong.
Okay.
And again, if you cannot make this sound right now, immediately, don't feel bad. Like, it might take some time. Some sounds are going to be harder than others. So just keep plugging away at it. Keep go in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Keep trying.
And one student asked you about the word experienced.
Experience?
Yeah, experienced. But like
With ed, like as...
No. About the prefix.
Prefix x?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah,
Prefix.
ex can be pronounced a few different ways.
No.
Like that?
No. The prefix like prefix and suffix.
Yeah.
For example, like unexperienced or inexperienced, like we
Oh.
all know that it's inexperienced.
Yeah, but like faram or about
no,
faram?
about meaning.
About meaning.
Yeah.
In and un just means no.
No, but do we have unexperienced?
No, only inexperienced.
Only inexperienced.
And there isn't a good rule to know whether it's in or un. That's something that you'll have to look at with many examples. It's
And
irregular.
can you this time how to pronounce the word Asia?
Asia?
Asia.
Sure, Asia.
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 Let's do Asia and Asian, because you might use both. You might say, I'm from Asia, or you might say, I'm Asian. Okay, Asia, Asian. Okay, erase this. Asia. Okay, so the first sound is a diphthong. So what do they call this? Nguyen doi or something? What do they call these diphthongs in Vietnamese? Nguyen doi or yeah? Yeah. Vietnamese. Okay, so the first sound is a. So these sounds, it's not eh. Put it together, okay? So like that. A. And the next sound. Okay, so go like this first. Go shh. Like you want somebody to shut up. Like there's a little baby. Shh. Right? Shh. Now, when you say shh, give it voice. Try to at the same time you're going shh. So like you're telling a baby to shut up and you're singing at him at the same time. Shh. All right? That's the sound you want. Shh. Asia. And this sound in IPA looks like this. Okay, this is not a 3 that's a flat top here. This is Asia. Okay, and then the ending sound is a schwa. It's just little. It's not Asia. It's just Asia. Asia. What about Asian? Okay? So this sound here is not Asian, okay? If you see this, Asian. And if you're trying too hard, you might actually pronounce this sound incorrectly as E. So you could even try this schwa sound, Asian. So it's either or I. I say I. If you really listen, Asian. So it's an I sound for me. But how is this sound for you guys? Is this okay? Do you want me to explain it again?
No. What about the word rather?
Brother?
No, rather.
Rather? Like
Rather.
Okay, so I say, she says rather. Oh, it's rather cold outside. Okay, I would say rather. Actually, Americans really don't say this. If I use the word rather in a sentence, it would be rather weird. Rather. But, for the sake of practice, first part, So, first, your lips are going to be as tight as you can make them. And after, you're going to go, okay, just like a balloon. Just your lips are going to expand out. Okay, can you see that? God, it's going to be so ugly. I'm going to watch this later and I'm going to be like, ugh. Okay? Rather. So the next sound, make sure your tongue is between your teeth. Like this. Give it voice. Rather. Okay, so the first time, and then ther. Here's the stress. The stress is on the first syllable. Rather. Okay, how is that? Rather.
Yeah, and
Jewelry. There's a couple different ways you can say this. Some people say jewelry. Some people say jewelry. Let me write both. Jewelry. And actually, I don't even know if that's how you spell it. I think there's no E here, right? It's jewelry. I don't know, actually, it's a good question. Now I'm embarrassed in front of thousands of people. Okay, so again, this is one sound. J. Jewel. Okay, so let me do it this way. Jewelry. I'm going to make this very small. Okay, like this. So, I don't know about English spelling, but I'm positive about the IPA spelling. Jewelry. So this is a really little la sound. Jewelry. Okay.
Alright. Hello guys. Các em thân mến, vậy là vừa rồi chúng ta đã được học gần 1 tiếng rưỡi. Yeah, time flies.
Time flies when you're having fun. Ha ha ha.
Các em có thích bài học ngày hôm nay không nhỉ?
Right,
Cô
so-
thấy rằng là một số bạn nói rằng là do âm thanh hơi nhỏ này, lag rồi em không xem được, có thể là sẽ xem lại sau vân. Nhưng mà cô thấy rằng là cũng có một lượng các bạn xem video ngày hôm nay rất là lớn, và cô thấy rằng là chứng tỏ là cái mức độ quan tâm của các em đối với bài học này rất là nhiều, đúng không nào? Trong suốt tiết học vừa qua thì các em đã được học cùng với thầy Brandon, giáo viên của trung tâm ngoại ngữ Tư Giờ, một bài giảng về IPA. Và hôm nay thì mình mới chỉ dừng lại ở vowels.
Yep, vowels.
Vowels, đó là các nguyên âm. Các nguyên âm này thì cô thấy rằng là hình như là các em chỉ có gặp khó khăn nhất là với âm e bẹp, đúng không? O hay là e. Thì nó cũng là một cái vấn đề. Trước đây khi cô mới gặp Brand và nói chuyện với Brand thì cô có nói là cô là giáo viên dạy luyện thi tiếng Anh, and I prepare the students for the exams. Lúc đó thì cô hay nói là exam. Và Brand nói rằng là what did you say?
Prepare the what? What? Sorry, what?
For exam.
Yeah, so IPA is
Và
important.
sau đó thì Brand nói với cô rằng là với accent của người Mỹ thì thường là hay đọc âm E, cái chữ E nặng hơn. Và cô nghĩ rằng là người Anh thì có thể là với một số những cái local dialect thì có thể là người ta sẽ đọc
Softer, a little exam.
Điệu hơn một chút exam.
Yeah, because it
My cat.
yeah.
My cat.
Fancy.
Kiểu như vậy. Nên là nhìn chung thì cô thấy rằng là nói chung người Mỹ thì đúng là thường hay đọc cái chữ E rõ hơn. Thì các em có thể xem lại video tiết học ngày hôm nay. Cô rất tiếc là hình như do mạng bị đứt, bị interrupted, nên là chúng ta bị làm hai đúp. Các em có thể coi lại video ngày hôm nay á, coi lại giúp cô nhé. Và một lần nữa thì cảm ơn thầy Brand vì tiết học ngày hôm nay. Và hôm nay chúng ta học về vowels. Ở tiết học sau, tức là tuần sau ấy, thì các em sẽ được học về diphthongs. Nhớ rồi.
Nhớ rồi.
Nhị trung âm. Nhị trung âm. Nhị là hai.
Nhị là hai à?
Tiếng Trung Quốc.
Hàn Việt à?
Yeah, Hàn Việt.
Ôi mẹ ơi, học tiếng Việt không phải là học ngôn ngữ thôi,
Biết
hai ngôn ngữ mà.
Đấy.
Ui, khó lắm. Mọi người đang complain về học tiếng Anh mà học tiếng Việt khó hơn, mà đã học tiếng Anh, đã học tiếng Việt rồi. Học tiếng Anh là nothing.
Tiếng Hàn còn khó nữa.
Easy.
Easy. Dễ.
Yeah, học tiếng Anh dễ mà. Oh no, I'm saying học tiếng Anh mà. Học tiếng Trung Quốc là.
Có một bạn biết tiếng Nga có hỏi Brand là do you know Russian?
Do I know Russian? No, I only know Привет. That's it. Привет. Привет. Nostravia. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. And one last question before we finish. I think it's quite interesting question from a student who want to ask like how we can say a sentence fluently with for example like with apostrophe, like I didn't.
Apostrophe?
Yeah, like I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Like
an apostrophe? I didn't.
No.
Oh, didn't?
Didn't. Yeah, I didn't do that. Or don't do this.
Oh, are you talking about contractions?
Contraction. Yeah, contraction. And like she meant to ask like how we can say all the whole sentence fluently. I mean, she means like fast.
The whole sentence fluently?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for one thing, like that when I was rapping, just start slow. If you start slow and put it in parts, start with maybe 2 words at first and focus on how those words blend together.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, like I didn't. So first start, I didn't do. Do it 1 word at a time. Start I didn't. I didn't do. I didn't do that.
I didn't do that.
I didn't do that yesterday.
I didn't do that yesterday.
I didn't do that yesterday, and neither did you. Okay? But just keep making it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
But start slow and start small, right? Do it little by little. Từ khoái sẽ như, right? Hà Nội không vội được đâu, đúng chưa?
What about this
right?
and that?
This and
This.
that.
This and
This
and
and that. This one. This.
Don't do this.
Don't do this.
Don't
Yeah, don't do this. Don't do this.
Don't do this.
Don't do this.
Don't do
Don't do
this.
that either. Hey, don't do that. Oh, don't do this, and don't do that.
Do this.
All right, yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do either. Okay? Don't do either.
Ok, chỉ là một câu hỏi rất là vui của chương trình thôi. Rất là một lần nữa rất là cảm ơn tất cả các em đã theo dõi buổi livestream ngày hôm nay. Và hãy nhớ rằng là chương trình học của chúng ta sẽ là tối thứ bảy hàng tuần. Every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
8:30 to 10. Ok. Và một lần nữa thì các em cảm ơn thầy Brandon. Thank you Brandon
Hey,
for today's lesson.
anytime, my pleasure.
See you later.
This is why I came to Vietnam. So.
I'll see you later for next week's lesson.
All right, yeah. See you guys later.
Much more interesting.
See you later.
Bye for
alligator.
now. Take care.
Peace.